Hi everybody, welcome back to PUBG. This time actually we're back on the PlayStation 4. Hey, because today on the 8th of April 2021, update 11.1 has dropped for console. We've just got up with PC, which means that Paramo, this amazingly beautiful, in my opinion, map, has dropped back into the rotation. Now, what PUBG has done this time is that at the moment there is no featured map. You can only drop into Erengel, Miramar, Paramo, Vikendi. I want to say that Sandhawk might be in there as well. I think they've dropped Karakin and Haven. It's a shame they've dropped Haven. However, what they have done is because we've now got this group of maps, you can play Paramo solo, which is going to be a real treat. I was very impressed when I played Paramo when it came out first, in terms of the size of it. It's quite a small map, but it's kind of a cross between Erengel and Miramar. You know, you have got cover and you have got the hills, but it doesn't have the really restricted line of sight like you would get on Sandhawk with all the jungle and stuff like that. Also, what we're getting for 11.1 is we'll just do a safe jump. I don't know, we'll go somewhere like that. 11.1, we're getting the emergency. I don't know, what do they call it? Let me look it up. Emergency pickup, which is a system like from Metal Gear Solid, where you can launch a balloon and a plane will come in and you attach yourself onto the cable for the balloon, and you'll get picked up and you'll fly into the safe zone. So it's a really interesting way of travelling like that, actually based on a real life thing that the CIA used a few times. It was very dangerous to use, in fact, because of the sheer physical forces that were involved in being picked up off the ground at 200 miles an hour by an aeroplane on a cable. So that's but it's something interesting to play around with, and obviously we've got new ranked mode starting. I don't think there isn't a new season pass this time, but I think the inclusion of Paramo is good. It's just a real shame that they didn't choose to include this as a featured map, and let's just play it featured. As you can see, we had 60 players when we launched, so I guess there'll be a few bots there. But I really like the look of this. I'm really looking forward to playing this on the Xbox One S. Sorry, PlayStation fans, but I can heartily recommend next gen PUBG on the Xbox One S. Anyway, it is absolutely fantastic. Right, we need a bag, helmet. And the difference is the frame rate. Going up to a true 60 frames a second really does transform the game. Wasn't there a first aid kit in there? Let's take that suppressor. Now, unfortunately, I can't speak for the PlayStation 5. I don't know how well PUBG plays on the PlayStation 5. Hopefully it plays at 60 frames a second. Oh, a Vector. No, I haven't been doing very well with a Vector. We will take some 9mm though, in case we come across a VSS. There has been damage buffs to the VSS and the Scar, which I've got here as well. Oh gosh, we're going to have to drop some. Actually, probably have to drop that, aren't we? I am very, very, very. Where'd that 2 times to go gone? I'm very, very rusty with PUBG, but I'm trying to get better again. Trying to get back to my old skills. Where I used to be fairly tasty with the game, I would like to think. I was a regular top 10er in solos. Ooh. I'll have some of that. Was that but playing PUBG on can't go through that. No, playing PUBG on next gen, you know, with that frame rate, really has got me enthralled with the game again. Enthralled. So there we go. Anyway, this obviously is a free update. It's available now if your console isn't downloading it already. I better kind of say that because I'm probably going to die in a fairly short period of time because I'm not very match fit when it comes to PUBG. But also I have been increasing my sensitivity as well, which means that I'm probably not going to be very accurate. Look how beautiful that volcano is. Fantastic. Oh, the other really cool thing about next gen, though, again, I'm sorry to sort of keep harping on about the 1S, is the fact that it's because the frame rate has jumped up. It makes game modes like TDM actually playable now. I don't know if you'd ever tried to play Team Deathmatch, but the problem I had with Team Deathmatch was that because the frame rate was so bad, it was a very frustrating experience in custom game. Well, not custom games, but it's in the games menu, isn't it? But when the game's chugging along at 60 frames a second, it's like you're playing Call of Duty. It really is that good. Right, I'll tell you what I need to do. I just need to turn up the volume on my... Actually, I can't. If I turn up the volume, I'm going to lose this recording, so we won't do that. Where's the blue? And you may well be saying, well, what's the big difference then with 60 frames a second? Well, what's that there? Ammunition's gone, isn't it? You know, when you spin around like that, okay, this is a really big difference. It's very, very smooth at the 60 frames a second. Also, lots of games, and I didn't really know much about this, but lots of games use dynamic resolution in order to keep the frame rate up. What that means is that when there's lots of things going on in the game, the actual resolution of the game drops. So what that leads to is situations where you're not seeing what you could be seeing. And what you find is with the Xbox One S, and I guess the PlayStation 5, but again, I'm just guessing because I haven't got any direct experience of it, is the game runs at 60 frames a second, 1080p constantly. You know, so you get a very crisp picture, very, very smooth picture. Oh wow, we've got a long way to go. I love this for this map as well, this Chinook that comes over. Looks great. Right, we're going to have to get a wiggle on. Get to the next safe zone. Fortunately, it looks like we're going to be chasing this Chinook. Yeah, it's just a shame they didn't make this a featured map. You should just be able to play it and play it and play it. I understand there's some shenanigans going on at the moment with PUBG and esports mode as well, where they've moved to a scoring system where chicken dinners is like the real point scoring way. You know, if you want to win. which has just pissed off a lot of players in the professional world. Because obviously, one of the things that you look for in esports, if you want to have exciting matches, is kills. You want teams going after each other to kill each other, and if you don't reward them for that, then it's going to lead to people playing very, very safely, playing for position and not getting involved in gunfights. If winning the chicken dinner is the way that you end up being whoop. So I've got a guy to my left who knows where I am, and I've got a guy to my right. First person mode is also a joy in at 60 frames a second, 1080p. Oh! I was too greedy with the loot there, wasn't I? Anyway, so there we go. PUBG update. .1 live now. Paramo now available in the standard rotation, so you can play it solo. Highly recommend it. Give it a go. Anyway, what do you think? Put your questions and comments down below, and I will see you again soon.